all of you all that are going to go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm going to do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm going to try. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
All of you all that are going to go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. That's how Candace Parker started it. No filter, no apologies, just raw truth. And what followed? It set Angel Reese's fan base into a full-blown panic.
How many times have I said Angel Reese is not an impact player? I mean, she definitely has an impact on losing, but Angel Reese has absolutely no effect on winning. If you don't believe me, go ask Teresa Weatherspoon or ask her current head coach, Tyler Marsh, who will soon be joining Teresa in the food stamp line, hoping to get enough Ethiopian breadcrumbs to make it through the winter. Or ask Candace Parker.
When a WNBA legend speaks, people listen. And when that legend drops a bomb like putting Reese in the C tier of her player rankings, oh, you better believe the Reese's Pieces started crumbling fast. Parker's tier list didn't come with fluff. No sugarcoating. She looked at the landscape of the WNBA and said, here's who wins and here's who just racks up empty stats.
Uh-oh, Candace Parker. You've upset the Reese's Pieces and they're not happy about it. They're going to be coming after you any second. Oh, they're already coming after you. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Candace Parker asked to put certain players in a tier list. You have the S tier, you have the A tier, you have the B tier, and you have the C tier. And where Candace Parker put Angel Reese on this list and her explanation about it, it has upset a large number of the Reese's Pieces delegation.
And Reese, she landed in that second group, right alongside injured rookies and role players, still figuring out how to dribble without traveling.
I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think that this is my tier.
C tier, not A, not B, not even close to S, just C. And according to Parker, Reese earned every bit of that placement. Let's be clear. This wasn't personal. Parker didn't say Reese was a bad person or a locker room cancer. She said, plain and simple, in order to be above, you have to be able to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option.
From last night's game, Angel Reese was back to doing Angel Reese things, blowing layups, getting her own rebounds. They've turned her into a point forward. She had 9 turnovers last night. I think her plus minus was minus 19. But all we keep hearing about, she now has 2 double-double streaks of more than 10 games or 10 games plus. She had one last year. Now she has one this year. She's the first WNBA player to ever do this.
Reese, she's neither. She's a hustle player, a rebounding machine, a walking putback, but a leader, a franchise cornerstone, not even close. And that's where the meltdown began. Reese's defenders, Twitter warriors, Instagram crusaders, and TikTok superfans immediately fired off accusations. Candace is jealous. She's a hater. She's out of touch.
Angel Reese had 9 turnovers. Yo, listen, y'all got to stop with this point forward foolishness, man. Let's take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin'. Y'all be wildin', son. Bruh, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop.
But while the internet raged, Parker stood firm. She doubled down on her evaluation, this time armed with evidence that made the criticism look even worse for Reese. Because here's a stat that shook the room. Angel Reese's team is statistically better when she plays fewer minutes.
Angel Reese, part 53, let's get it!
We love pray-ups.
Bang!
I heard she wanted to dye her hair, and the stylist said, what color you want? And she said, butter pecan! Bang! She gets blocked by defenders who don't even bother jumping. Me bound. One more time.
Bang!
She almost had a triple-double. One more turnover, and she would have had it.
Bang!
9 turnovers is crazy, so is a no-look poop pass. Oh no!
The Chicago Sky, the team that was supposed to ride Reese's double-double magic to the playoffs, they win more often when she's on the bench. The fewer minutes she plays, the more cohesive they look. The ball moves better. Turnovers drop. Players stop waiting for Reese to make something happen and actually start hooping. And then came the disaster that made the truth impossible to ignore. Minnesota Lynx versus Chicago Sky, a game that will go down as the night the mask fell off. Angel Reese finished with 9 turnovers. 9. Like she was playing for the other team. Sloppy passes, traveling violations, no-look oops that sailed 5 rows into the stands. And the Sky, they got blown out by 23. Reese's infamous double-double was once again front and center, and completely meaningless. We're talking about a player who gets blocked by defenders who don't even jump, who turns basic rebounds into turnovers, who had one more bad pass and could have walked away with the league's first ever triple-double of doom. Points, rebounds, and turnovers. And it's not a one-off. It's a pattern. Reese racks up stats, but they don't lead to wins. In fact, they hurt the team's chances. And Candace Parker saw it before most fans did. That's why she put Reese in the C tier. Not because she hates her, but because she's honest enough to say what the league is afraid to admit. Want to know who made the A tier? Caitlin Clark, the same rookie everyone loves to hate, the same player dragging Indiana from the basement to national relevance. Clark doesn't just score, she changes the entire identity of her team. Parker called it out. She's not S tier yet, but give her time, because Clark lifts everyone around her. Reese, she drags everyone down. Now here's where it gets real. After the ranking, Parker didn't run from the heat. She went on the Good Follow podcast and said straight up, there's no hate on Angel Reese. I love her. But we're talking about basketball ability, not personality. And that's the line fans refuse to hear. You can like someone, respect their hustle, even admire their branding, but still admit they're not elite on the court. And while we're on branding, Angel Reese has more nicknames than playoff wins. Me-bound Barbie, double-double Barbie, Bayou Barbie. But Candace Parker wasn't buying the hype. She looked past the marketing and asked the only question that matters. Does she make her team better? The answer? A brutal number. Analysts started piling on. Game tape from the Lynx disaster became a clinic in how not to play point forward. Teams began designing defensive sets specifically to trap Reese, knowing she'd fold under pressure, and it worked. She cracked, again and again. Meanwhile, Chicago's coaching staff just kept the party going. They ignored the flaws. They let Reese's minutes balloon, even as the team's win probability tanked. Why? Because they're more focused on her social following than her stat sheet. They're not building a contender, they're selling a brand. But here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. When Chicago limits Reese's minutes to under 30, their offense clicks, the defense tightens. Other players, actual skilled ball handlers, step up. The team moves like a unit, like a squad, like something that could maybe, just maybe, make a playoff run. It's almost like Angel Reese is the problem. Let that sink in. A rookie who came in with more buzz than anyone not named Clark is now the biggest liability on the court, and Parker saw it from day one. That's why her C tier ranking hit so hard, because it wasn't petty, it was prophetic. While Clark's fever lead the league in attendance, highlight reels, and fan growth, Reese's Sky are sinking deeper into the abyss. 4 40-point blowouts, 1 win against a team with a winning record in over a year. That's not bad luck. That's bad basketball. And if you're still not convinced, just remember this. Candace Parker is a 2-time MVP, a champion, a legend. When she calls out a player, it's not for clicks. It's because she sees something the casuals don't. Angel Reese's double-doubles might look cute on ESPN graphics, but to the people who actually know basketball, they're just noise, empty calories, box score sugar highs that rot a team from the inside. So if you're one of the few still holding on to the Reese dream, clutching those Barbie nicknames and hoping she figures it out, maybe it's time to wake up. Because Candace Parker didn't just drop a ranking, she dropped the truth. And if you agree with her, comment Baby Giraffe below, like, subscribe, and don't forget, stats lie. Winning doesn't.